Hello, how are you? This is Lulu Jane. I'm going to try having my glasses off for a little while. I'm here to do a video for Pisces. I would say thank you for coming to a Great Reflections video, Oracle and Tarot reading. I don't think we'll be doing Tarot today, but we'll see. The guides, I've invited the guides from around the world already to come and join as we do the Pisces channeling, and see what messages they would like to offer for you to reflect upon in your life, to see what reflects and reverberates through your life and that you can pick up on yourself. So I've already started using the Mystic Healing reading cards, which they have chosen today. And we're in the pre-shuffle. I've done some pre-shuffling. The cards that come out as a theme for today are Reverse Disassociation. You can see that, and listen to your intuition. So that is what it's about, reversing disassociation and listening to your intuition. Now, I'm outdoors in my garden, and I have chickens running around, and there's a puppy dog lying around, and nature is abounding. So you may hear noises of that. I hope it's okay. Cicadas seem to have settled down, which is good. Now, we'll do a quick reading and we'll see what guidance guides from the world have come for the people who they guide towards this reading. So, Pisces. Okay. What have we? Awaken your vulnerability. Love your body. Awaken your vulnerability has come forward. Hope you can see that. And love your body. So self-acceptance is the issue here, and awakening your vulnerability means that, yes, we're not perfect. Our bodies are not perfect in a form that is being represented in this day and age as the perfect body. Of course, that is a superficial construct that's been laid culturally on the world to make women feel less than happy. So in order to not play into that, we have to always remember there's no need to engage with what social standards might be laid upon us, because every average woman doesn't actually agree with it, so it's obviously not a group consensus. It's a superficial standard that's manufactured. And let us remember the photos and the images we see of anybody really representing the beautiful female form has already been butchered and edited down to some sort of unnatural form that they aren't even. Those models, those stars, they don't have that shape. They're not that weird shape. That is a digital art distortion. So let us not feel hooked into the digital art distortion of the world. Let us remember that our body is beautiful just the way it is. You have to love your body because it's the most wonderful and fabulous thing you could ever imagine. Now, in order to love your body, what you can do is go in and start to get in touch with your body. And that's the important thing here. Awaken your vulnerability is to take the time to not feel like you have to hide your body from your natural life or make excuses for your body. And here is a person she's been chopped up and her bottom half has been put in a picture frame. How appropriate for the subject matter that they're bringing through. Her legs have been chopped off and just taken as a separate picture. Her top half has been sort of got a circular frame around the top bit, and they're like people there sort of doing arty-crafty, I don't like saying arty-farty jiggery of the image of her body and taking bits and pieces here and there and choosing what they think they might like to see, which is not the way to treat a human. So you can't feel vulnerable when people are doing that. You tend to lock down and close down and feel like you're defensive and sheltering yourself because your body is you. Now, I say it this way. I know there's a lot of spiritual beliefs around saying you're not your body, you're separate to your body, you have a spirit separate to your body. You have a greater spiritual body, but your body only emanated because of you and your spiritual body. It is the result and the conscious evolution of your spiritual being emanating down onto this third density dimensional plane. Your body is what you created to come into this world, your material suit you decided to have. It's beautiful because you created it. It's the way you decided to do it because it suits your purposes, whatever your higher self has decided they are. The idea of disliking certain shapes and figures and looks is to do with duality and saying something must be better than the other. But the relationship of loving your body is to say, I just accept it as it is without judgment. And that has to start with you. And it has to be your mode of action, has to be your mode of operation, because when you operate from that ground, everyone around you isn't given all the subtle signals from you that there's something to hide, something wrong with your body. And this is the correct and natural process of just being you. So you can just be you and accept you and not be defensive, and you start to set the coding out there. We live in a world of programming, coding, that's it really. I mean, we live in a world where continually under an onslaught of controlling concepts and theories and ideas trying to make us think and feel a certain thing. How about you just create your own for yourself in regard to you and your little bubble and island of energy? That this is the way, the nature in your world. This is the rule of your life, of your world. Imagine you're in a little island state. In your island state, these are the laws. This is the way we approach it. And that is no need to judge the body this way or that way. You want to be as healthy as you feel. You want to feel healthy, but that doesn't involve physical takedown or assessment comparing to something that isn't even real. What's real is you. You're real. And it's your body. Every cell in this body is infused and saturated with your energy. Every cell is operating for you, and you dictate to it, and you need to love it. And the more you love your body, the more health you will have. The more you embrace and accept your body with compassion and care, the more compassion and care your body can reflect out. Now, we have to remember, if you were to think of another person like a child, would you judge a child's body and would you say harsh? Would you be harsh and make them feel less than? No, you wouldn't. You would be wanting to nurture them and protect them. And you need to treat your body that way. You need to treat every cell in your body as if it's valid, as if it has a place, and as if it's gloriously wonderful, and you love and you protect it and you appreciate it as a parent would do a little baby, a child. And with that love, you then emanate that love. It's a power key in life that we're talking about here. Your guides are giving you a power key of information about how to become the beautiful glowing sunlight being, a beautiful sunflower being that you aim to be and want to be. How to make it your full emanation. How to do that. You do it through awakening your vulnerability and loving every part of yourself. Now, people, we are so bombarded with health, worry about your health. Your body's going to go wrong all the time. Something's wrong with your body. Oh, you don't feel anything wrong. Come and have a screen. Let's dig around and find something wrong with you. Now, that kind of thing creates a consciousness of fear and loathing of oneself and fear of what the body's going to do next. And this idea that sooner or later something terrible like a cancer is going to grow in you and you don't know it's going to happen. It's because your body's got something wrong with it. That kind of thing disassociates you from your body. Now, I think that the pre-cards came out as disassociation was the cards that came out. Don't disassociate from your body because of all this onslaught of propaganda, and it is mind control, and it is conditioning you to disassociate with you. The first step to being associated with you is to love your body and accept it without judgment. Remember, every cell is your cell. like every little child. Like around me, I've got my chickens. I love my chickens, and some of them are pretty weird looking, unusual crossbred chickens. But you know what? We just find the good thing in that, and we love it, and we appreciate it, and we don't have to look at it negatively. It's a beautiful little weird and quirky adventure. We love it. So we don't have to be like that with ourselves either. We could, I mean, we don't have to be critical. We can be loving and accepting and joyful, and the freedom of being loving and accepting. Don't get disassociated from your body. It's like having a child and leaving them down in the corner and not looking at them, because they might grow up to be a 10-year-old that gives you a hard time. So you're like, oh my gosh, it might be really difficult. I'm just going to not look at that child. That's disassociating from a child. How lonely and unloved is that child, and how broken will that child be? How broken will that child become if a parent does that? There's the example. How broken will your body be if you don't love it, care for it, and nurture it? Yeah. So you need to come back home and be the parent of you and your body and every cell in your body. What do kids that are neglected do? They become rogue kids, and they actually, because of that disassociation people do, because they can't handle the fear of any problems coming, some of their kids become rogue kids, and they actually do become problems because they weren't given love. You've got to love your body, just like you've got to love children. Children have to be loved. If they don't have love, then there's going to be a real problem. They will feel disassociated because no one loved them. They feel they don't know how to love themselves. So this is the chain reaction. Start to break it by loving your body. Wow, what a lovely theme about disassociation that the guides have brought through for you. I hope you can hear me. My throat gets a little bit foggy when I'm channeling, and I'm just using my laptop speaker, and we're outdoors because I need to get in touch with nature, because nature heals me and balances me, and that's always a wonderful way. But you know, your nature is within your body too. Your nature is within you. You are a part of nature. Have you got any more? You want these two? Okay. So what? Oh, three. Oh, four. Okay, let's go. Yes, become more objective. Right. Oh, what is that one about? Break addictions. Yes. Become more objective. When you love yourself and don't hold anything against yourself, and don't worry about judging, you know, no need to forgive what doesn't need to be forgiven. Like, just let it go. Who cares? Start afresh. Become more objective, right? If you were giving advice to other people, no doubt you would be really objective and caring and kind and cut them some slack. So, break addictions. If you've got addictions to food, drugs, coffee, alcohol, whatever it is that's not making you feel good, not helping your body, then break those addictions and take positive action now. So there's some people watching here who have some addictions now. Addictions can be simple things. They don't have to be big bad things, you know. And sometimes the addiction is not exercising. The addiction is, oh, I'm too busy. That's the addiction. The addiction is to getting so wound up in your head that you're too busy to help yourself by going for a walk in nature. And we recommend take your shoes off, get your feet on that grass, and have a little time out in the parks and the gardens to ground yourself, to ease the inflammation through grounding. You can look grounding up on Gaia TV has a wonderful documentary on grounding to inform you and inspire you. It's on the internet. So a wonderful grounding with energy flowing from the electrons from the earth, anti-inflammatory, connecting you down to your Mother Earth, because that's where you're from. You're a part of the earth. You are not alone. You never have been. You're not exclusively separate to the earth. You are of the earth. Ground and connect back to your home base, and then allow yourself to feel free to let go of external taking in of energies and foods and things to compensate for your feeling disconnected from yourself and your planet, from your Gaia. And practice positivity. Practice positivity, they say. So take positive action, practice positivity. Start by grounding into your earth, then ground into you, and ask the earth to send you lots of beautiful healing, golden and green lights, beautiful. And she will, because she's your mother being. And you can ask your guides to please support you and help you in being positive always say, my guides and supporters who are here to help me for my greatest good and happiness. Always say that, because there's an awful lot of other beings would like to come in and be impersonators. Ask to have your energy field cleared, they say. They want you to clear your energy field by asking your guides and supporters and angels to please come and help clean your energy field of parasitic attachments, device attachments, energy attachments, coding attachments, seeding attachments, and entity and beings that have entered your energy field pretending to be your guides. They are in there, and with some people, that's what they're saying, and they get you into the addictive process. So they're saying the first step to getting out of this addictive process is to understand you're not alone in your energy field. There are hitchhikers, and there are manipulating interferers. So kick them off, clear them off. Ask Archangel Michael to help you, but primarily I have done this myself in the past, done this clearing out of entities who wanted to influence my behavior and my feelings and my thoughts and act like mentors. And that required me to declare that my energy field in my body is my sovereign place, and I reject and I expel any beings that are not here for my greater good, well-being and happiness, and I don't need anyone in my energy field, and I said, everyone, get out. And I made it clear. And that being made itself very, very loudly clear, and it got very cranky, actually. I kicked it out because it wasn't an angel, it wasn't a guide, it was a manipulative hitchhiker. So they wanted me to tell you about that because some of you have these sorts of beings interacting with you and manipulating you into a downturn energy and making you feel bad. You need to be objective about it. You need to break addictions, which is the addictions are created through the influence of these energy beings, attachments, seeds of ideas, programming, coding that's been put on, all this stuff. But somebody out there has got beings or a being talking to you, interfering with you because you're spiritual, and they are pretending to be your guides, and they're not very positive, and you need to feel free to start clean, fresh page. So expelling all beings from your energy field doesn't hurt you, doesn't hurt anybody, and it's a good thing to do. Your angels and guides always stay in your surrounding field with great love and compassion, are ready to come in when you ask. You can't offend them. You can't upset them. They are so full of love and balance. They can see everything so clearly. They completely understand what you're doing and where you're coming from and the problems you face. And they have no problems with you taking your own authentic ownership of your life and your autonomy. And they want you to be strongly autonomous now and to make that claim and stake your area. Stake you. Don't let someone else come into your little island state and make a claim and stake you out as their own, because that's what's happened to some of you. So it happens to lots of us. So you've got to make that. I know I'm not here to be taken over. I am my own autonomous being in my own right, and I have my own intrinsic ideas and thoughts and feelings, and no one should influence them without my invitation. So that's what they would like to share. Very good advice for everybody, because let's face it, this sort of thing goes on all around to lower the vibration of us, to try and stop us from raising our vibration and becoming more self-autonomous and aware. Oh, lovely. Okay, I think that's the end of our wonderful reading. I hope that's helpful for you. I've just started this new channel for this year to start a fresh energy. Now you can help the guides get their message out to support people, and you can help this channel by liking this video and sharing it and subscribing, if you will. There will only be the videos from the I'll just put out a video for each of the Western star signs. That's all I'm doing, and you will find it not too intrusive. If you would like to do that, feel free to check out any others videos that come out that are reflecting aspects of your star chart, because all of them have got some relevant of your beautiful crystalline being. All the facets of the face of that are all the different aspects and energies in your star chart. Okay, All right, you gorgeous crystalline being that you are, you beautiful gem. I wish you well, and I hope to see you again, or hope you see me again. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.